Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Freight Master Resources. My name is Tim, and just kind of wanted to talk about prospecting in 2020, right? Obviously we've got this crisis going on. There's 60% of the companies across the U.S. are closed right now, or at least temporarily. Um, but before I get into all that, if you guys could hit that subscribe button for me, hit that bell notification so you get alerted when I do these videos. It's greatly appreciated. We are nearing 100 subscribers right now, and kind of as a you know little thing, I'd like to put something together. I don't know, a giveaway or something. If you guys have any ideas on that, leave a comment down below, or tell me what you think of these videos, or if you've got questions about anything, okay, or suggestions on something that you'd like to see in a future video, okay. Just let me know. All right. And so getting into it, there's a lot. There's a lot that's been going on. Obviously with the market, rates coming down, COVID-19 numbers up, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna play Debbie Downer today and go over all of that. I'm not gonna flash over a bunch of stats and everything for you. There's other resources for that. What I want to talk to you about is prospecting. Whether you're new to the industry or a veteran, there's not a lot of freight out there right now. We've got a lot of companies closed down. So what do? Right? Not a lot of shippers are letting new brokers or taking on new carriers really. So we really need to kind of think outside the box. We really need to be more prepared to handle objections now more than ever. Okay? And before I get any further into that, one thing I did want to mention, and I guess I could mention this later, and I'll get right back to this. If you guys haven't checked out Stephen Oatley's channel, Freight Broker Live, I would suggest you guys do so. He does a live video every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. Really, it's all, again, live. It's really great. Check him out, okay? So getting back into it. Uh, yeah, we really kind of need to be prepared to handle objections, think outside the box. Maybe, what we were doing, what we were saying on our cold calls or our sales pitch isn't working right now. But that doesn't mean that you can't pick up new customers. I mean, even for myself, I consider myself to be a pretty good salesman. I'm usually very good at picking up customers, and it's been difficult. Now, that's not to say I'm not picking up customers, but it's becoming more and more of a struggle, right? um, so, so yeah, we need to be prepared. And like this week, there was more broker authorities filed for than there was carrier authorities. So we've got a lot of new, brokers potentially coming into the industry, and now during this kind of lull is a time where if you're not happy with your factoring company, you need to be looking at maybe changing that. And if you're not factoring, and a lot of companies right now are paying in like 45 to 60 days. So if you can't sustain that wait, and you might tell your customer no, you're on 30-day, you have to pay in 30-day. They may or may not, and it may ruin your relationship. You may stop getting freight from them. I guess it depends upon how strong your relationship is with your customer. If it's a newer customer you got before everything kind of went to hell, then yeah, it could potentially happen. you know. Um, but make sure you have a good solid CRM. I like HubSpot. There's a lot of them out there. And I know like HubSpot right now, I don't know about any of the other ones, but because I use HubSpot, right now they're offering some of their paid for features for free. And one of the things I like about HubSpot that I always kind of mention is that there's an extension for your Gmail if you use Gmail. I don't believe it is for Outlook. I'm not a real big fan of Outlook anyway, but that's kind of here nor there. It's just my personal preference. I'd rather use a Gmail anyway. But it tracks the number of times your email's been opened and if it has been opened, right? And I don't know. it might not be a big thing for you, but I like it. It tells me, new prospect that I've sent paperwork to, are they opening it? Are they not? You know what I mean? Did they just fluff me off? Whatever. So it kind of gives me a little bit of a feedback, I guess. If you're looking for a TMS, you dispatchers and carriers. If you've seen any of my previous videos on Load Stop, I've got that up there on the website, thetruckersresource.com. Check that out. There's a link for a free trial with them. Look at some of those previous videos where I kind of go over the back end, the functionality of it a little bit. And I'm going to be doing some future videos on that. I'm not going to go real deep into this, but definitely give those other videos a look. Check out Load Stop. Really great platform if you guys are looking to switch or maybe new and looking for something, and it's pretty affordable. So with things are the way they are right now, anywhere we can save money, right? So and there's other resources on here as well. We've got the classified ad section. So if you looking to hire, looking for parts, dispatchers, anything like that, blow it up. It's free to register, free to post. So you guys, have at it. All right. If you're brand new, looking to go to trucking school, of course, we've got all of that on there. In every state, we've got quite an extensive list there. There's always more trucking news. We've got the feed there from Freight Waves. So yeah, just kind of a all-in-one resource there for you guys, as much as humanly possible without making it too cluttered. So anyhow, and a lot of the same things are on Freight Broker Resources website as well. Obviously there's a link there for factoring. I like Triumph. If you guys are interested in freight factoring, if you're not freight factoring or maybe looking to switch to a different factoring company, let me know. I've got I've got a great contact over there. I've got a really good relationship with Triumph, and we put you in touch, get you a great rate. All right, there's a little contact form on there. If you guys are looking to build your freight shipper leads, because when this whole thing is kind of over, and there's a lot of speculation on when it's going to be over, next month or two, could be the end of the, stretch out until the end of the year, whatever the case may be. I'm not here. I don't have a crystal ball. But whenever it does end, the consensus is that freight's going to kind of, blow up. We're going to see an increase in rates. I don't know how much, but, that's sort of the consensus amongst other veterans and myself in the industry, right? And if you guys don't have a list, want kind of a cheat sheet list, I've got a list on here. It's $25. I've got it on sale. It's normally $50. It's on both websites down there. So just look for it. And it's instant download. So, you get redirected and you download the zip file. It's all broken up state by state and everything. It's a great list. I like it anyway. But yeah, now's the time to kind of be preparing for all of these, all of this to kind of take place, right? It's a time to develop your cold calling skills, be handling objections, like I said, getting your lead list together. Because when this whole thing is over and done with, it's really, you're going to see shippers, I think, and again, that's sort of the consensus with other veterans within the industry as well, is that shippers that maybe you didn't, you had maybe called on before or visited, whatever your technique is, didn't let you in before, they're going to be more open, because some of those relationships, if they've been shut down during this, crisis, they're going to be open. Some of those relationships are going to be kind of lost, and they're going to be opening up and accepting new carriers, new brokers, and things like that. So, yeah, definitely a time to kind of, hone your skills, get your list together, get your, maybe you need a website, get a website, get some hosting. There's, WordPress isn't as hard to work with anymore as it used to be. You can put together a pretty decent site, a lot of drag and drop and things like that with it now. So it's not too difficult. but yeah, and you know, there's other freight out there too that's moving besides essential freight. There's non-essential freight. I mean, they're still moving like lumber. They're moving steel. They're moving, you know, all different kinds of things. So if you're thinking that, you know, oh, I got to hit up toilet paper and sanitizer companies, you know, no, there's other freight out there still moving, guys. So you know, don't forget about those non-essential freight type customers out there as well. You know, and you know, you might still, you know, pick up a customer here and there, but anywho, that's about all I really wanted to talk about with you guys. Is just, you know, don't lose hope. You know, there's still freight out there. It's not always really great paying freight. There is some decent freight still out there, but in general, you know, rates have kind of come down. It really depends on the customer. You know, no customer is created equal. You know, I've got like for myself, for instance, I've got customers that ship out the exact same product, you know, in relatively close locations, but they pay completely different. The way they, I mean, same commodity, same everything, and yeah, one pays great, the other one not so good. So, like I said, not every customer is created equal, but yeah, like I said, do your research, get your list together. If you guys want the freight shipper lead list, like I said, it's $25. There's like 121,000 shipper leads on there. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. If you guys have any questions, comments down below about anything I talked about, or any suggestions for, you know, when we hit 100 subscribers, you know, give me your ideas. All right, let me know what you think about this, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that bell notification for me. I'd really appreciate it. Truck drivers, thank you guys for all that you do. You know, you're out there on the front lines, and I wish everyone well. I hope everybody's staying safe, and as always, be kind to one another. Thanks, guys. Bye.